just to kind of, because I'm not interested in intellectualism. I'm not interested in music science. I'm not interested in theory. I'm not interested in any of that when it comes time to play music. I want to connect with the music. And so the answer to your question, or my response to your question is, I have to find a way to block things out, relax for a second, and then ask myself a question: what am I doing? What do I want to do here? Am I writing a piece of music, or even if I'm studying something, what am I doing? What am I looking for? Because if you do not know what you're looking for, any road will get you there. And this is what I try to talk to the students about. You must, or not must, but it could be important to develop some strategy, a way of working with yourself. Each of us are dealing with ourselves. We deal with our own energies. We're dealing with how we work, and we're trying to evolve ourselves. And so everyone must evolve a way to use your energies. For me, I have to have things back, and then I can, as opposed to work an hour and then do something else, come back and work another hour, and then do something else and correct papers, and then go and work for an hour. For me, that is why I have never been interested in the academic musics. Karlheinz Stockhausen, Schoenberg, they're not academics. No disrespect to academia, but academia is just lots of information, and everyone does lots of information. But music, music is more than information. It's more than words. It's more than theory. And so I try to approach my music where the unknown is also part of the equation. Because I'm not interested in the known. I'm only interested in the unknown. Oh, no, I take that back. I'm interested in the known and the unknown. Thanks.
I want to ask you about composing. When you how do you compose your pieces? Do you go in a composing table? Now I will make a piece, music piece, or do you when you are walking on the road, or when you are giving lessons to your students, something comes to your brain, and then at the night you remember that you write on piece. How do you make?
Thank you for your question. I've tried to approach composing in many different ways. From 1964 to somewhere around 1985, I used to carry a tape recorder with me. I used to carry all kinds of little pads, because sometimes the best ideas come when you're on the subway, or you're walking down the street, or you're in the taxi cab. And so I used to sing things and take notes. And even now, before embarking on a composition, I tend to keep lots of notes. Even if I start with no idea, and as it begins to spread, if there's something in there that's interesting, I will keep a subtext of notes. And so motivic action number 3 looks like it could be expanded later on. Like that. I have different ways of integrating material, but I try to keep lots of notes so that I can have some idea of what I started with and where I'm going, for the most part. Sometimes I will get lost and then I have to throw it away, or sometimes something will come out and it will be totally wrong, but better than what I was thinking of. Or sometimes the music can be totally right, it can be totally right, and I hate it. So it's no one way to to do it, but I try to keep lots of notes.
I have one more question. Do you think the ability of composing is given by God?
I think everything is given by God. Well, and I think that everyone has creativity. We don't always talk about that. But for the real cook, for the person who's really a good cook, as far as I'm concerned, that person's an artist. For the real physicists, for the real mathematicians, that person is an artist, as far as I'm concerned. The artist being the person who works from his heart, who cares about it for him first. I can relate to that. Any questions? Well, let me say, first, I apologize for coming to Istanbul and talking to you in English like this. But I do not know the language. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to come and talk with you about my work. We've been in Istanbul now for a day and a half, and I love this city. I love it. I feel, there's something about how it feels. It feels very right for me. And my family likes Istanbul. We're very grateful to be here, and thank you for giving me an opportunity to come and talk to you about my work. Have a good day, people.
Thank you.